There are three main components in business that you cannot cover up with marketing tactics, good sales skills, or any other types of gimmicks or giveaways or promotion or hype, no matter what happens. This video is going to be about the three irreplaceable skills or components you need in your business, otherwise everything will fall apart. Doesn't matter how good you are at marketing, doesn't matter how good you are at sales, doesn't matter how good you are at promoting or hype or anything like that. If these three things are not in line, your business will never reach the goals that you set out to achieve. And it'll always feel like you're running in the mud. And now, before I tell you what those three things are, please remember to subscribe, like this video, drop a comment. And I'm gonna make my point with a bit of a story here. About 4 years ago, I started dating this girl. And before I started seeing this girl, for about 2 years prior to that, I had been single. And I decided that I was going to get really good at talking with women and getting them interested in me. I'm somebody who grew up with really low self-confidence and didn't know how to talk to women for a long time. So like any other area in life, I thought the only way I'm gonna get better at this is to actively put a ton of time learning and developing in this area. I bought books, I bought courses, I watched YouTube videos. I consumed anything I could get my hands on in order to get better in this area of my life. And it worked. I started going on more dates, I started meeting more girls that I liked, I felt like I had more stuff in common with, until I met my now ex-girlfriend. Her and I met through mutuals, and we actually had a lot in common. We had a lot of similar goals, we had a similar lifestyle, and after being introduced, we really hit it off the first time we talked. I got all my lines correct, I lined up everything so that I knew exactly where we were going, I had my clothes picked out, everything that these dating courses and books and videos taught me about, I had absolutely nailed. I don't like lying or talking about how good I am with chicks on the internet because I think it's fucking weird and cringe, but I fucking killed that first date. In fact, the first month of us talking and hanging out was amazing. It was flawless. There was absolutely nothing that could go wrong. There's one small problem though that I forgot to account for. The goal I had was real intimacy, and the skills that I had been working on developing didn't actually lead me to achieve the goal that I had. Because I was such an insecure mess underneath all the tricks and hacks and tactics, nothing I did on the outside or the surface could cover up that feeling of loneliness, anger, and self-hatred towards myself. And if you know anything about relatively fulfilling intimacy, you know that you can't hide yourself. There comes a point in time where you are going to have to be completely vulnerable with the person that you want to build a fulfilling and meaningful relationship with, or else you'll always kind of fall short of what you're looking for. And any time that I had to put myself in a situation where I had to step up or be vulnerable or be okay with sharing what was on my mind or have courage, I folded like a deck of cards because everything that I had been working on didn't actually fix the true issue that I had, which was my insecurities, which was how I felt about myself, which was how I saw myself, and how I saw myself through the perceived lens of what I thought my partner thought of me. It drove me absolutely crazy, and after that first month of where everything was a 10 out of 10, and I was on my game, and I was this, and I was that, and blah, 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 it was I don't want to say a disaster, because if this person ever sees this video, I don't want them to think that I'm talking shit about them on the internet, but from how I would grade myself, it was far below what I really wanted. Like, we were on and off quite a bit. We broke up, we got back together, and I oscillated between feeling like I need to put a bunch of effort and show that I had this plan and show that I had my shit in order as this way of covering up the things that I really didn't want to show, and feeling like I need to be aloof and, show her I don't give a fuck and I don't need her and I absolutely don't care about her feelings. Compensation for insecurity after compensation for insecurity, and I always kind of missed the mark because I was avoiding doing the real work that would actually get me to the goal I wanted. Why am I telling you this story? Because, well, I have a life coach and I have a hypnotherapist and I've been to like 13 different therapists, so this stuff is well documented behind closed doors. I don't need to go sharing it on the internet. Business is a lot like dating, and I find that analogy holds up in a lot of different realms. There are three things that I really struggled with in that relationship, and that relates to the three things that you need in business. The first is putting lipstick on a pig still makes it a pig. In terms of what I was doing with dating, I thought all these hacks and tactics and surface level fixes would actually get me to where I wanted to go, when in reality, when I showed up to actually play ball with somebody who I cared about, I fell apart. And it fell apart because I could tell she really liked me and I liked her as well. So as soon as the stakes were high, as soon as I was invested, I folded. In business, this is the first thing. Okay, you're watching this video like, just fucking tell us already. No, It's not my style. And two, well, we're finally here, so. Without a solid offer, without a foundation of what you are building your business on, nothing else matters. You could have the greatest marketing strategy in the world. You could have the greatest sales team ever, but if the offer sucks, you're always gonna miss the mark. You're always gonna fall short of your goals. You're never gonna be able to build and scale your business because there's no foundation. What is the transformation that you're leading your prospects through? What benefits do they get for working with you? What problems are you solving for them? That's your offer, not I do your social media, not I give you a workout plan and a meal plan. They don't give a fuck about that. They want you to take their biggest, most burning problems and solve it as quickly and sustainably as possible. When you figure out what that is and how that looks to them and how to make it irresistible, then you have something you can build on. The second thing about business that you can't miss and that will completely fuck up your entire operation if you don't do this, and also what I missed in my relationship, was mistakes are part of the journey. Mistakes are inevitable. They are going to happen. The key isn't to eliminate them, it's to control how you react to them so that they stop getting blown out of proportion and you stop making massive ones. So many times in that relationship that I was in, if I ever made a mistake or if I ever felt like I looked stupid or if I ever felt like I wasn't being the person I wanted to be, I would just fucking melt down and I would completely blow it out of proportion in my head. And this person could have just been sitting there like, what's going on? I don't understand what this guy's doing. But in my head, it was the biggest deal in the world. It was catastrophic every time. And that took a fucking baseball bat to our relationship, to our trust, to our intimacy. It was a mess. It's the same thing in your business. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna forget to change a person's name into the cold DM that you send to a bunch of people. You're gonna screw up in fulfillment. You're gonna mess up on sales calls. It's just a part of the journey. The reason why successful entrepreneurs at the top that you look up to are successful isn't because they're not making mistakes. It's because when they do make mistakes, they take it in stride and they get back on the horse. They don't take it personally, they allow it to roll off their back and they keep fucking going. I know it sounds basic and it's something that everybody and your mom has told you, but it's worth repeating because a lot of people, especially when they start building some sort of momentum and they start getting a bit of success, they think, oh, okay, I'm done making mistakes now. No, motherfucker, you're not. In fact, it's just started. I hope you're getting used to it because you need to learn how to take that stuff in stride. And the third thing is that your business will only grow as much as you do. The most important thing in your business and in relationships too, at least what I've found up to this point, if this changes at any point in time, we'll be sure to come back and let you guys know that I've changed my mind, is your energy and who you are as a person and how you carry yourself. Because if your energy is aligned with what you want and who you want to be, if your vibration is high, you will attract other people with the same outlook and vibration. You will attract other people who want to be around you and want to build similar things. If I say that I want a wife and I want kids and I want to find a loving, meaningful relationship, but I'm putting myself out there in situations where I'm not going to find a wife, or I'm not going to find women who have the same goals as me, or I'm absolutely not meeting women who share similar values, I'm not going to find a wife. It's the same thing with your business. If you're not speaking to your clients in a way that's going to attract high ticket prospects, if you're not holding yourself in a way that's going to attract high ticket prospects who want to work with you, respect your boundaries, and trust your expertise, you're never going to find those people. This sounds woo-woo and it sounds annoying and stupid because it's not a strategy that you can implement. It's not something that you can plug in on ClickFunnels. I get it. But it's paramount and your business will never grow past the bar that you set for yourself in this area. If you're always looking down on yourself, if you're always looking down on other people, if you think things are stupid and trying is dumb and you just can't handle the pressure that comes with it, or you're not trying to handle the pressure or find different ways to deal with the problems that you're going through, yeah, business is gonna suck. Relationships are gonna suck. Life, in fact, is gonna suck. Because at the end of the day, what do we really have other than our relationship with ourselves and how we feel? You'd have $30 million, but if you're miserable and you hate yourself, it's not gonna matter, right? You could have the best clients in the world, but if you're not grateful for them and if you don't care that they're the best clients ever, what does it matter? At the end of the day, you need to be okay with who you are. At the end of the day, you need to come to a place of high frequency, of high vibration, because that's going to allow you to attract other opportunities that are in that same energy and vibration. Those three things are irreplaceable. And if you guys feel like there's something else that I missed, let me know in the comment section below, or if you found this helpful, tell me down there as well. Please leave the video a like, subscribe. If you have any questions for me, you can reach out to me on Instagram. And as always, I'll talk to you later.